Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Jess. So as you can see from the title, I'll be talking about my Accutane experience. It's crazy because I started Accutane almost 2 years ago. I started in January 2024. So it's just crazy that it's been such a long time since I started the journey. I remember it like it was yesterday, but it also feels like it has been a while too. So time's just really flying. But yeah, I just wanted to go over my experience, kind of explain what Accutane was, my skin journey, talk about like everything that happened that made me just like take the plunge with Accutane, and then kind of give you like a summary of by month kind of feeling. Just give you a summary of the side effects and how I was feeling throughout the months, and my recommendations, and I might sprinkle in a little advice here or there. But long story short, I 100% recommend Accutane. It changed my life, it changed my skin. Biggest regret is that I didn't do it sooner. I should have done it years ago, honestly, when I was in my teen years or earlier 20s, but it's fine. I did it and I don't regret it. And if God forbid my skin like full-on relapses, I would do it again. So as per usual with talking videos, I have notes that I took. So if I look down, I'm looking at notes. Like I mentioned before, I started Accutane January 2024. So it was been almost 2 years, and I was on it for 7 months. So from January 2024 through August of 2024. I don't remember the exact dates that I started. I think it was January 19th, and then I ended like August something, maybe 20 something. It was exactly 7 months. It took exactly 7 months worth of pills. And yeah, so basically a little backstory. I've always had problem skin, not always, I will say from like 8th grade onwards, I've had problem skin. And like some years it was really bad. I feel like college years it was at its peak for the worst, but even after graduating college it was still bad. And I would try everything. I would try the natural remedies, I would try like all the prescription retinoids, I would do facials. I started getting facials a lot like 2018 to like 2023. I started getting facials so much, and they would help, but there was an underlying cause that I wasn't addressing, so it would never fully like fix the issue. I've tried everything. I've literally, yeah, there was nothing that I didn't try for my skin, and that's you know, from when I was growing up through grade school, even through college and post-college life, like I had tried everything. So it was just one Thanksgiving, November 2023, I decided to like book the appointment. I think I just looked at my skin, looked in the mirror, I was like, I need Accutane. Like my skin is clearly really stubborn and it's not responding to topical treatments, topical prescription treatments, and it's definitely not responding to all these skincare items and diets that I would go on. I tried to be like dairy free for maybe a couple days or a week or so, and I tried doing that. I tried to avoid sugars. I tried to avoid stuff that like I thought would break me out. None of that worked. So I decided that, and that was the end of 2023, and then I had gotten my appointment in for January of 2024 to start the medicine. Just some fast facts on Accutane. Accutane is a systemic drug used to treat acne, and the scientific name is isotretinoin. The way it works is that it reduces oil glands, or it reduces oil production, shrinks oil glands, and gently exfoliates the skin. And so basically the idea is over time, when you do all those things, like your body and your skin will stop breaking out, because oil with the bacteria and pores getting clogged is how acne comes about. So that's how Accutane works. So it's a systemic drug, so it affects your whole body, and basically it's drying out oil, like it's drying out your oils, and it's also just drying out your body generally. For Accutane, you do have to be on birth control, or you have to also or you have to be abstinent. So yeah, Accutane is a very powerful drug. If you get pregnant on the drug, it is very highly likely that you would have birth defects, and so doctors don't play with Accutane, and it's a very heavily regulated drug. They check every month you take Accutane, they check for pregnancy just to make sure that you're not pregnant, because again, the risk to the baby is enormous. So you basically can choose either to be on birth control or you have to sign an abstinence pledge. I decided I didn't want to deal with birth control because I've heard people really having more side effects from birth control than really from the Accutane itself. And so just to minimize side effects and to prevent crazy stories, I just decided to take the abstinent pledge. And then another thing about Accutane too is that you also have to, before you get your new prescription every month, because Accutane is only dosed in it's only dosed 30 days at a time. Before you get your new dose for the new month, you have to take a quiz just to confirm your understanding of Accutane and the way the drug works every month. So if you don't pass that quiz, I believe you have to wait a while, and then wait a while before you can take it again. So it is intense. They really do heavily regulate the drug, and I understand because it is a powerful drug, and it's a powerful drug for you to be taking for months at a time. So that's kind of the backstory on Accutane and what it's about. It's definitely a last resort drug. So usually dermatologists are not prescribing it like off rip. Usually they've tried topicals, they've tried the skincare, they've tried natural remedies, and nothing's working. So yeah, for me, I just knew like I needed my skin to stop breaking out so that I can actually address the hyperpigmentation and like the dark spots of my skin. And I was just like, I need to stop the cycle. So in order to stop the cycle, I have to address the root cause. And I just figured at this point that like it had to be something internal, because nothing I put on top of my face, and trust me, I've spent money on the fancy serums and even the prescription medicines, nothing would permanently fix the problem. So I decided to go internal and take pills to treat my skin. Side effects for me were not bad at all, honestly. I was really scared about that, but I think one thing that helped me was having not taken birth control along with Accutane. I think if I had taken birth control and Accutane, I could see how that would have been a mess real fast, because I know birth control on its own has its own side effects. Like I know weight gain is one, hormonal changes is another. Like it just kind of messes with your system, and I didn't want to be dealing with that while dealing with Accutane, which is another powerful drug. So one piece of advice I would recommend, if you're able to be abstinent while you're on Accutane, I would highly recommend it, because then you don't have to take 2 pills, you only have to take 1. The first one was dry skin. That's like a given. I think that's a side effect you actually want. Like if your skin's not drying up, then Accutane, I fear, is not working. You want your skin to be drying up. And for me, what that was just like flakiness of my skin, a little bit of peeling. Yeah, that's kind of what it was on my face. My body was just really dry. Like I already have dry skin naturally, but it was just, or dry skin on my body naturally, but my body was just really dry. My hands were extremely dry. I have dry hands naturally, and my hands were so dry. My lips were very dry. They would be cracking. Sometimes they would like bleed because of how like dry they were. They would crack and bleed, so it was kind of annoying. And they were inflamed, like as in they were swollen. It wasn't swollen in like, I don't know, maybe it was swollen in a nice way. It was kind of nice. It's kind of like, it kind of gave a lip plumper effect, but it did kind of look unnatural. Another thing is that my lips were overly pink. I already